Good morning. May I have your attention, please? The 2020 Korean Corporate Global IR will start in a moment. Before we get started, I would like to mention that the organizer, joint arrangers, issuers, and the media sponsor extend their warm welcome for your participation this morning. The global economy has been facing continuous uncertainties, let alone U.S. Areas of concern include continued deflationary pressures in Europe and rising corporate debt in Asian and Latin American countries. Many countries recently demonstrated a turnaround with government measures by passing large economic stimulus package to support the economy. However, question still lingers on whether this effect could sustain in the future. Major concerns such as the market implications of escalating US-China tensions, growing uncertainty of world economy and the direction of the US interest rate, and lastly, impact of the coronavirus pandemic on the global economy are the critical issues in the current market. And how these issues could impact developing countries' bond issuance will be an interesting discussion point for both emerging market issuers and the investors. Despite the volatile world economy, Korean economy is still maintaining a stable pace. Korea's credit rating remains at the healthy AA level. We hope this event will help you to understand the current status and future direction of the Korean economy. We have started the Korean Corporate Global IR in 2011 in Hong Kong to help investors better understand Korean economy and its markets. And today marks the 10th event. Previous events were mostly hosted in Hong Kong, but we have the coronavirus pandemic, so this year's event is conducted via online due to the serious pandemic. Please check the contents of the event through video distribution and the YouTube channels. Korean Corporate Global IR is aimed to broaden your understanding of the market and to present new investment opportunities in Korean corporate bonds and securities. Although the history is short, the importance of this meeting is rapidly increasing in the market. We are seeing continued interest on Korean papers and stocks in the global financial market. Despite not being able to meet each one of you face to face, we are delighted to discuss and share market information with the most important persons working in the global capital market. It is our firm belief that this investor relation forum shall remain continued for many years ahead. Now let me give you a brief introduction of today's agenda. Today's event is organized by the thebell. The thebell was established in 2007 as a subsidiary of Money Today Media Group. The thebell is one of Korea's outstanding news media specialized in providing various financial information on both domestic and international capital markets. The Bell is the only media in Korea providing comprehensive deal lists and league tables related to main sectors of capital markets, such as M&A, equity capital market, and debt capital market. The Bell also provides information on corporate credit and financial analysis. Currently, it has more than 150 financial institutions as its clients. 6 major Korean security houses are the joint arrangers. With growing demand for Korean papers, you will see their names more frequently in the global financial market. We would like to express our gratitude for their great sponsorship extended to this event. The 6 Korean security houses are KB Investment and Securities, Korea Investment and Securities, Miria Assets, NH Investment and Securities, Samsung Securities, and lastly, Shinhan Investment. We also have 3 Korean key issuers today: the Ministry of Economy and Finance of the Republic of Korea, Export-Import Bank of Korea, KT Corporation. I hope the investors will find a good opportunity to interact with government officials from the Ministry of Economy and Finance and top Korean blue chip issuers. Today's event will cover 2 sessions. Session 1 will cover presentation with 3 Korean issuers. First presentation will cover current outlook for Korea's economic fundamentals from Ministry of Economy and Finance of the Republic of Korea. Song-cheol Kim, Deputy Director of International Finance Division, will lead the presentation. Second presentation will cover business composition and recent years' financial summary from Korea Eximbank. Joo-young Park, Senior Finance Officer, Treasury Group, will lead the presentation. The third and the last presentation will cover business and financial overview from KT Corporation. Song-hoon Ji, Treasurer, Financial Management Office, will lead the presentation. Session 2 will be a panel discussion. The topic will be 2021 Emerging Market Bond Issuance. There are critical issues in the current market, and how these issues could impact developing countries' bond issuance will be an interesting discussion point for both emerging market issuers and investors. We used to have a Q&A after the presentation and panel. However, since this event is conducted via online, therefore, if you have any questions, send it to us and we'll be pleased to deliver the answers via email. Finally, let me introduce myself. I am Song-woo Kong, currently advisor to the Bell and former professor at Sogang University. Now, let me invite you to session 1. First, presentations come from the Ministry of Economy and Finance of the Republic of Korea. Song-cheol Kim, Deputy Director of International Finance Division, will lead the presentation. Deputy Director Kim, please go ahead with your presentation.